Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this webinar on understanding your utility bills and how it can save you money. My name is Amy Jordan, and I'll be your host for today. To pass the time while we wait for everyone to join the webinar, I'd like to pose a question for our attendees. When did Pennsylvania deregulate their electricity market? Please feel free to answer in the chat box, and we'll give it just about 30 seconds here for everyone to join in and read the question. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started then. So we did have someone guess correctly. According to MakeTheSwitchUSA.com, Pennsylvania deregulated their electricity market in 1997 by passing the state's Electric Choice and Competition Act, providing retail access to consumers who wanted to shop for a new electricity supplier different from their utility. So I have a few housekeeping items to cover before we get started. All attendees are automatically muted with their camera turned off. If you have any technical difficulties accessing or hearing the presentation, use the chat pad and we'll try to correct them promptly. Attendees can submit questions at any time during this 40 to 50-minute presentation using the question and answer button. So you can see that down in your menu, Q&A. However, we'll wait until the Q&A period at the end of the webinar to answer your questions. This will allow us to move through the material more efficiently. If you have questions after the webinar is over, please send them to us via email to pentap@psu.edu. This webinar is being recorded and will be uploaded on the PennTAP website. All attendees will receive a follow-up email notifying you when the recording is available. Again, my name is Amy Jordan, and I will be your presenter today. I'm a technical advisor with PennTAP, and I am responsible for providing technical assistance related to energy efficiency, pollution prevention, and innovation to small and mid-sized businesses in South Central Pennsylvania. Additionally, I can connect small businesses to university resources, as well as to those provided by our partners. I hold bachelor's degrees in management and accounting. Prior to joining PennTAP, I enjoyed 28 years with 3 different manufacturing companies. In today's webinar, I will discuss deregulation and Pennsylvania's Public Utility Commission, PAPUC, explain standard information that you will find on your utility bills. I'll share some things that we've seen over the years while completing utility bill analyses for our clients, talk about benchmarking and free tools that are available, review the related Pennsylvania Department of Revenue code related to sales tax exemptions for manufacturers. Finally, we'll end with a question and answer session. So let's get started with a little bit about PennTAP. The Pennsylvania Technical Assistance Program at Penn State, known as PennTAP, is a statewide technical assistance organization charged with supporting Pennsylvania businesses and anchor institutions, including manufacturers, municipalities, educational institutions, entrepreneurs, and economic development agencies. We began over 50 years ago as one of the first technical assistance programs in the country. PennTAP focuses on helping Pennsylvania businesses through 2 primary areas of expertise: energy and operational assessments and university connections. Through these pillars, our goal is to help your business be successful and drive economic growth in Pennsylvania. You can find more information about us at pentap.psu.edu. PennTAP has a diverse staff with backgrounds in chemical engineering, electrical engineering, environmental science, manufacturing, management, urban design, and economics. Our staff includes a certified energy auditor, certified energy manager, registered environmental auditor, renewable energy professional, a professional geologist, a Six Sigma Green Belt, and a landscape architect. Through our energy and operational assessments, PennTAP's technical advisors perform pollution prevention and energy efficiency assessments, also known as P2E2 assessments, where we help companies decrease pollution and increase energy efficiency. Common assessments include lighting, compressed air, motors and pumps, and building envelope. The P2E2 assessments are completed at no cost for manufacturers under 500 employees. E3 assessments build on the E2 assessment by incorporating a continuous improvement exercise on a chosen production line or process in your facility that provides for an increase in operational and energy efficiency. The U.S. Department of Energy's ISO 50001 Ready Navigator program enables companies to implement a tailored energy management system, which provides the framework to integrate energy efficiency into your existing management systems. PennTAP is one of a small group of organizations recently selected by the DOE to provide training for this pilot program to a cohort of manufacturers. Because of our success so far with this pilot program, DOE has asked PennTAP to gather input and feedback from ISO 14001 certified companies with the goal of identifying overlap between the two standards and potentially integrating them in the future. We also offer Penn State graduate students in the College of Engineering opportunities to gain hands-on experience by having them assist us with energy assessments. These students utilize the knowledge they're gaining in the classroom to bring new ideas to our clients. Beyond energy, we work closely with our clients to understand the full range of their business needs and facilitate innovation by creating connections back to the university and our vast network of resource partners across the state. PennTAP can provide your business with no-cost and low-cost opportunities to engage with Penn State students, faculty, and facilities. Penn State classroom projects and capstone courses provide great opportunities for companies to tackle complex problems using classroom knowledge and world-renowned facilities. PennTAP has enabled connections to the university for a variety of industry-sponsored projects, including product development through prototyping at the Learning Factory, improved production flow through Six Sigma student projects in the Industrial Manufacturing Engineering classroom, and growth into new markets with market research completed by the Smeal College of Business Nittany Lion Consulting Group. Most of the classroom and capstone projects are completed at no cost to the company. Partnerships between Penn State research and businesses are vital for manufacturing innovation and growth of the entrepreneurial spirit in the United States. PennTAP helps to facilitate these partnerships through introductions of our clients to university faculty and staff. PennTAP also works very hard to connect our industry clients with research partnership opportunities, such as the Manufacturing PA Innovation Program, which is a collaborative effort between state government, academia, and industry to drive new technologies and processes in the manufacturing sector. The Small Business Innovation Research, SBIR program, funds small businesses to stimulate technological innovation to meet federal research and development needs and increase commercialization. PennTAP's direct connection with Penn State researchers allows us to make the right connections to faculty for small businesses to meet the requirements for university participation in this program. Be sure to check out our upcoming webinar next month when these programs will be discussed in detail. PennTAP maintains relationships with a wide range of resource partners throughout the state. These resource partners bring different tool sets to complement PennTAP's suite of services. Our resource partners include small business development centers, industrial resource centers, Ben Franklin Technology Partners, local development districts, and others. With technical advisors in every region of the state, PennTAP can help you make personal connections to the economic development representatives working in your area. Our relationships with these partners are vital for Pennsylvania businesses. As you can see, PennTAP created a significant impact across the state in 2021. We generated $5.2 million of economic benefit, and we helped to save or create 64 jobs across 33 counties. We are very proud of the work we do every day to educate the public about the support and resources available in our state. And we're proud to serve as a gateway for businesses to collaborate with Penn State University. Now it's time to discuss your utility bills. Prior to an energy analysis, PennTAP requires a 12-month history of utility bills, including electric, natural gas, propane, oil, water, and any other applicable energy sources utilized in your business. This information allows us to establish a current baseline of your energy usage. By analyzing our clients' usage and billing, we are able to provide insight into opportunities for cost savings. I should note that when PennTAP is assisting a client with a grant application, such as for USDA's Rural Energy for America program, REAP, or Pennsylvania DEP's Small Business Advantage Grant, SBAG, the energy usage documentation, your energy bills, must be provided, analyzed, and included with the application. In this webinar, we will discuss how to read your utility bills, provide insight into common charges to watch out for, and share resources available to help you save money on your energy consumption. When discussing utilities in Pennsylvania, we need to first explain deregulation. Deregulation allows you to shop for your supplier. You can choose a competitive energy company to generate your electricity or gas supply. Pennsylvania is a deregulated electricity and gas. When done right, deregulation leads to a wide selection of electricity plans for consumers, letting them choose the best option according to their consumption. Again, you can only shop for your supplier, also called the generator of your energy. Your delivery or distribution is from your utility company. For example, the distribution lines to my house are owned by PennElec. Therefore, I pay PennElec for my electricity distribution, but can choose a supplier because of deregulation. The PAPUC is Pennsylvania's Public Utility Commission. It regulates the utility services that Pennsylvania residents and businesses rely on. The PUC works to ensure that our utilities are provided in a safe and reliable manner at reasonable rates. The PUC offers many services on their website, including programs to help consumers make informed utility choices, publications containing tips on how to conserve energy and save money on utility bills, and definitions of commonly used terms. This is Pennsylvania's PUC website. Be sure to bookmark this page and check out their resources. The PUC has jurisdiction over 11 electric distribution companies who serve the majority of the Commonwealth. Rural electric cooperatives and most utilities owned and operated by cities, boroughs, or townships are not regulated by the Commission. For information on these, contact the Electric Co-op, Pennsylvania Rural Electric Association, or your municipality. The PUC issues licenses to competitive electric generation suppliers in Pennsylvania. Only licensed suppliers are authorized to provide electric service in PA. This list can change on a day-to-day basis based on applications and approvals. As of this week, there are over 450 electricity generation suppliers licensed in Pennsylvania. So now let's review a utility bill. On this MedEd electricity bill, you'll find the name of the business and address. There are times that the billing address and service address are different. If that is the case, the service address will be labeled elsewhere on the bill. Above the business name is the billing period. It is important to note that this bill is for 33 days of electricity. This will vary based on business calendar days, etc. When benchmarking your utility usage and cost against production output and other criteria, be sure to match days for the most accurate comparisons. You will also find the billing date, account number, amount due, and the date that payment is due. Similar to other providers, late fees will be assessed for payments made after the due date. Here's contact information, their web address, and other important details, such as a 24-hour emergency and outage reporting number, customer service contact information, and a contact phone number for payment options. And because of deregulation, we can shop for our utility supplier. The shopping information provides your customer number and your rate category or schedule. Utilities generally charge a different rate per kilowatt hour of electricity used for commercial and residential customers. In addition, many utilities have a variety of rate structures within those categories. Rate categories or structures are defined on each provider's website. This client's rate category is MEGPD, which is Metropolitan Edison General Primary Delivery. That is a rate category for a small to medium-sized industrial customer. Your category or schedule determines the rates that you pay, so be sure that your category is appropriate for your business. Again, each provider explains their rate categories or schedules on their website. If you require more information, your account manager or the customer service center can help you choose the correct rate structure for your business. The message section of your bill provides other information relevant to your account. In this case, they are providing a phone number for you to call about your price to compare when shopping for a supplier. Next is your account summary. This details your balance at the date of billing, charges from your distributor, which is MedEd in this case, charges from your supplier, Constellation New Energy Incorporated, and total due. Notice that this customer is enrolled in AutoPay, where it's noted checklist customer. While AutoPay does help avoid late fees, please remember that it is important to review your charges each month. Reviewing your bills each month ensures that variances are noticed in a timely manner and corrected or updated. Your usage information is your electricity usage during the billing period. Electricity is measured and priced in kilowatt hours, kWh. You see a reading from December 2nd shown and a reading from January 3rd shown. The difference of 167,016 is the kilowatt hour usage for the time period. It is important to mention that this is where you find your meter number. Multiple meters are very common in an industrial setting. Be sure to collect utility bills for each meter located on your property. If you have chosen an alternate supplier, only distribution charges will be shown in this section. Charges from an alternate supplier will be shown separately, and in some cases, billed by the supplier on a separate invoice. Your charges from your utility provider or providers are shown in detail here. If you've chosen an alternate supplier, only distribution charges will be shown in detail in this section, such as in this example showing charges for MedEd. Again, you see your customer number and your rate category. The customer charge is a monthly basic distribution charge to cover costs for billing, meter reading, equipment, maintenance, and advanced metering when in use. As I mentioned previously, multiple meters can be in service at your facility. When individual bills are prepared for each meter, these charges can be duplicated. This is another reason that it is important to gather complete information for comparison. Billing for multiple meters can be combined in many cases to eliminate redundant charges. The distribution system improvements charge are charges for capital investments to improve service reliability on distribution lines. This charge is equal to a percentage of the monthly distribution charges. This charge varies based on usage, but the percentage is what has been approved by the PUC. The PUC has agreed to allow these charges, encouraging providers to improve their infrastructure. Distribution charge or demand is a charge found on commercial accounts. It is the amount of electricity used at any given moment or averaged over any certain period of time. It is measured in kilowatts, kW. Let me provide an example of demand. Your operations begin at 6 a.m. Each person enters their workspace and powers on their equipment. This causes a spike in your electricity usage. The owner of the distribution lines to your facility must be able to handle that spike and all of your neighbors' spikes. You are charged for your portion of the spike. When completing utility bill analyses, we see demand charges averaging between 15 and 40% of the total bill. Staggering equipment startup or even department start times can help reduce the spikes and level out your usage. Variable frequency drives on motors will make a significant difference on reducing your energy spikes. The savings in distribution charges or demand can be significant. kVAR, kilovolt ampere reactive, is the unit of reactive power being used by inductive systems. Electric motors or equipment with electric motors are examples of inductive equipment. Reactive power is the non-working portion of your electricity usage. Utilities must design their systems to accommodate reactive power. If your kVAR charge is significant, there are options for reducing your reactive power. Options may include, again, installing variable frequency drives for motors or adding power factor correction capacitors to your system. Energy efficiency charge is the charge to fund the utilities programs designed to reduce customers' annual electric use and peak demand for electricity mandated by the Act 129 of 2008. Be sure to check out this link to learn about Act 129 and rebates that you might be eligible for. AEPS Act, or Alternate Energy Portfolio Standard Act of 2004, requires that electric distribution companies and electric generation suppliers include a specific percentage of electricity from alternative resources in the generation that they sell. Here you are paying for the solar portion of your energy delivered. The default service support charge is to recover new and deferred costs associated with serving customers in a competitive market. TCJA, or Tax Cuts and Job Act Voluntary Surcharge, are previously collected federal taxes that are being refunded to customers per PUC-approved plans. Once the nearly $62 million is returned to customers, this credit will no longer appear. Other charges listed are taxes and other miscellaneous fees passed on to the customers. Refer to your distributor's website for additional explanation of terms that appear on your utility bill. All of these charges are regulated by the PUC. Charges from an alternate supplier are typically shown in a separate section of the bill, as is in this example, or billed by the supplier on a separate invoice. The supplier's charges are commonly referred to as generation or transmission charges. This is the price you are paying for the production of the electricity that you use. This client used 467,644.8 kilowatt hours of electricity. These charges also include the cost for moving high voltage electricity from a generation facility to the distribution lines of an electric distribution company. So the cost to get from Constellation to Med-Ed lines in this case. These charges are federally regulated. The gross receipt tax is a 5.9% tax charged on the sale of electric energy within Pennsylvania. The charts on your monthly bill are very important because they help you to monitor your usage and can help you visualize inconsistencies or extreme fluctuations. Usage history is shown here for the past 13 months. Understanding trends in your utility usage helps to budget and plan for business needs. For example, peaks during the summer months, which you see here on the bar chart, should be expected if you cool with electric equipment. On this PPL electricity bill, you see the service address. In this area, you find the meter number, account number, and total amount that you owe on this bill by the due date. PPL is the electricity distributor to this client. This is the cost for the safe and reliable delivery of power to the location, including the poles and wires. Because PPL is not this client's electricity generator, this section, labeled supply, is for Planet Energy to generate the electricity that this client uses. In this case, the price to compare, or PTC, is the rate the client would pay if they had not shopped for a different supplier. This rate typically changes twice per year, June and December. You should compare your current energy charge to the PTC to make sure you're getting a good deal on supply. Again, you see a usage summary. This summary is a year-over-year comparison of the electricity usage. If you are on a payment plan with PPL, or you make a consistent monthly payment through budget billing, you will be able to track your progress with this. When you're ready to shop for an electricity supplier, visit PA Power Switch. This is the official electric shopping website of the PA PUC. Here I entered my zip code and see that I have 108 offers from suppliers and cost per kilowatt hour, which is from my distributor, PennTAP. This website provides helpful information and guidance. The Pennsylvania Utility Commission regulates more than 35 natural gas utilities that provide energy to homes and businesses across the state. It does not have jurisdiction over bottled propane gas, and most utilities owned and operated by cities, boroughs, or townships. For information on these, contact your local municipality or the State Attorney General's office. The competitive retail natural gas market in Pennsylvania is closely monitored and managed by the PUC to ensure it functions properly. Through the Search Working Group and the Office of Competitive Market Oversight, the PUC explores opportunities to enhance customer choice and facilitate the development of retail markets throughout the state. Let's move to a gas bill. Your natural gas bill will provide similar information to what is found on your electricity bill. Again, due to deregulation in Pennsylvania, you can shop for your best price when choosing your natural gas supplier. The distributor or delivery will depend on who owns the pipelines connected to your business or home. In this case, the distributor is Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania. You'll find your account number and statement date, address where the natural gas is used. Again, you can have a billing address and a meter address. Be sure that you understand which address you are looking at. You'll also find the type of customer that you are registered as. Be sure that this is correct, whether residential or business. Your account summary, including previous balance, current charges, and when the payment is due to avoid late charges. Again, auto pay is a reliable way to avoid late charges. However, reviewing your bills in a timely manner is very important. Columbia offers a 13-month usage history, which allows you to evaluate your usage. They provide the information in THM or therms and show previous usages for comparison. 1 therm is equal to 100,000 BTU or British thermal unit. In this area, you see your meter number, service address, and total therms used per the meter readings. This will tell you how many days were in the billing cycle, if the readings were actual and estimated, and when the readings were completed. The difference between the two readings is the total CCF, or 100 cubic feet of gas. This is the gas used. The CCF of gas used is then multiplied by the temperature multiplier to determine actual consumption based on standard temperature and pressure conditions. This is the total gas used in CCF. The CCF is then converted to therms because the billing rate is per therm. Some providers offer smart meters, which break down usage by the day. This allows for more detailed comparisons of operational costs. The detail of charges shows your rate schedule. Remember that one size does not fit all, so natural gas providers across the country are offering energy efficiency and conservation programs tailored to customers' needs. Your rate can be based on the average usage over a period, based on time periods of majority of usage, or based on multiple levels of usages for premium charges on unplanned usage. Be sure that your contract is appropriate, especially when improvements are made or your business needs change. Here are your supply or generation charges. Usage is measured in therm. The gas cost adjustment is the amount billed, or in this case, credited, for the difference between Columbia's projected and actual gas supply cost. If this client had chosen to shop for a different supplier of their natural gas, this would reflect a different supplier's name and charges. Remember that some bills for supply and distribution are prepared and provided separately. These are the distribution charges from Columbia Gas. The customer charge is a flat charge to cover a portion of the cost of installing, maintaining, and replacing Columbia Gas pipelines, meters, and other equipment, as well as servicing your account. These charges are regulated by the PUC. Distribution and pass-through charges are service charges for getting the natural gas that you consume from the supply pipelines to Columbia's distribution lines connected to your business or home. Again, shopping information is provided when you decide that you would like to shop for your natural gas supplier. Similar to the messages section on your electricity bill, this bill shows general information about your utility provider. Again, check their websites for a complete list of terms and conditions. Similar to the Columbia Gas bill, you'll find the company name, account number, and service address on this PICO bill. This section shows the cost for PICO gas delivered and the cost for Clean Sky Energy to generate or supply the natural gas. The meter information includes the reading dates, meter number, load type, meter readings, and total CCF or 100 cubic feet used. In this case, the difference between the actual meter readings is 730. Conversion of the difference determines the total CCF used. So the 730 is multiplied by 1.14, and the total usage is 832 CCF. This breakdown details the number of days in the billing period. PICO's gas delivery charges, Clean Sky Energy supply charges, and any taxes and fees. Like most distributors and suppliers, PICO provides a usage graph on their utility bill. This information allows you to evaluate your usage based on your current and previous operating periods. PICO includes important comparison information, such as days in the billing cycle and average daily temperatures for the periods noted. Also, you will see that PICO offers a link on the bill for smart ideas to save energy and money. PICO is providing the account number and gas rate in the shopping information box. Here you see that this client is paying a gas commercial heating service rate. Be sure that your gas rate is appropriate, especially when improvements are made or your business needs change. Similar to shopping for electricity supplier, you can shop for a natural gas supplier in PA, go to the PA PUC website, PA gas switch, input your zip code and type of customer. The results are generated quickly. As you can see, using my home as an example, I have the option to choose from 16 different offers from suppliers of natural gas, and my distributor is Peoples Natural Gas. Obviously, this is a bit of humor. However, PennTAP has been around for over 5 decades, and through our relationships with our clients, we've seen a few things over the years. Let me show you some examples. This electric meter is not working properly. Due to this condition, actual readings were not possible. Without actual meter readings, the company was charged what their expected or estimated usage would be. Think of losing your toll booth ticket on the PA Turnpike. When you exit without a ticket, they charge you the maximum allowed at your exit, even if you had just entered one on-ramp prior. It is important to physically inspect your equipment. Also watch for consecutive estimated readings. All utility providers allow you to submit actual meter readings. Check your bill or the provider's website for information on reading and submitting your usage properly. Here's an example of a customer being charged approximately $60 each month for 15 kilowatt hours of electricity. 15 kilowatt hours of electricity is essentially what is needed to illuminate a 25-watt light bulb for a month. At one point, a large piece of equipment may have been on this circuit. The business may have needed the energy usage for a specific reason, such as tracking energy usage for that process, or maybe a grant that had been applied. It appears that the previously controlled equipment is no longer connected to this meter, and this meter is no longer necessary. They were able to eliminate this meter and avoid the unnecessary monthly charges. In this example, my client received an annual minimum charge because their usage was lower than the contracted amounts. This client's business had changed drastically during the previous year, and their usage contract had not been updated for the reduced usage. Their charges for the previous 9 months had been on average only $8,500 per month. This $36,000 charge is significant. If the manufacturer hadn't updated their contract or schedule, this charge would be appearing again next year. Although water is not a source of energy used in your operation, it is a valuable natural resource that requires conservation and consideration. Water treatment consumes significant energy. Do you reuse water in your operations? Can you create a closed loop system in your processes? Do you check for leaks from pipes and equipment? Small leaks become big leaks, so fix them right away. Do you install low volume toilets, spray nozzles, and other equipment? Can you eliminate obvious misuses of water, such as sweeping, instead of cleaning the area with water? Be sure to check out the EPA's Using Water Efficiently, Ideas for Industry. Next on the agenda is benchmarking. Benchmarking serves as a mechanism to measure energy performance over a period of time. It is a foundational element of an organization's energy management strategy. As they say, you can't manage what you don't measure. Benchmarking allows you to measure the results of your changes. There are free benchmarking tools available. Benchmarking can be done by utilizing a simple spreadsheet, such as an Excel program. Energy Star offers Portfolio Manager at no cost. It is a tool for benchmarking energy and water performance. What's nice is it shows you how you compare to your neighbors. Even on a residential level, this can be done. U.S. Department of Energy offers the 50,001 READY program, which is a self-paced, no-cost way for organizations to build a culture of structured energy improvements that lead to deeper and sustained savings. Something else that we see when completing our utility bill analyses for clients are sales taxes on utilities that might be exempt. According to the Pennsylvania Tax Code, Title 61, Chapter 32 exemptions, if you are a manufacturer, you may be exempt from paying sales tax on some items. Businesses in the dairying, manufacturing, processing, and farming industries are exempt from sales tax on utilities used directly in manufacturing and processing. Only utilities used directly in manufacturing and processing are exempt from sales tax. Keep in mind that the property must be directly and predominantly used in the actual production or to transport, convey, handle, or store the product from the first production operation to the time the product is packaged for the ultimate consumer. For additional information about sales tax exemptions, please refer to the Pennsylvania Department of Revenue website. It is important to understand how exemptions affect tax accruals. Non-compliance with state sales tax law can lead to a tax liability and potentially an audit from the Department of Revenue. Consulting with a tax professional is always recommended. I recently visited a client that had paid over $20,000 of sales tax on natural gas in the previous 12 months. They are a manufacturer, and this bill is for natural gas meter that is used only in process heating. This natural gas is 100% sales tax exempt. The client completed an appeal form and submitted it to the PA Department of Revenue. They are expecting up to a $60,000 refund due to this overpayment from the 3 previous years, and will see this monthly charge removed going forward. It is important to note that the plant manager was aware of the tax exemptions and didn't realize that the bills included the charges. This is another reason that understanding your charges and reviewing your bills is important. Now, let's take a moment for question and answer. Please feel free to submit any questions in the Q&A box. I don't see any currently, so we'll just give it a minute here if anybody wants to add. Okay. So if no one has questions at this time, please feel free to contact PennTAP if you have any questions after our webinar. As I wrap things up, I'd like to offer the following 3 key takeaways from today's presentation. I hope that you recognize the importance of understanding your utility bills and looking for ways to reduce energy usage and save money. There are free tools available for benchmarking your utility usage. And also, PennTAP offers no-cost energy and operation assessments designed to help PA companies conserve energy and reduce waste in their facilities. Before I conclude, I'd like to tell you about a couple of PennTAP webinars that are coming up in May and June. On May 19th at 11 a.m., we are presenting opportunities for PA industry to connect to university resources. And in July, we are going to talk about financing energy improvements to increase efficiency within your facility. Previously presented webinars, such as this, are recorded and available under our events menu on our website. Be sure to visit the PennTAP website to stay connected and be informed of upcoming PennTAP news, webinars, and workshops. Be sure to sign up for our monthly newsletters for all of this important information also. Thank you very much for attending today's webinar. We hope you have a great day.